Oh, I guess Freya's gonna go on this tour of the garden with us. Isn't that right, baby girl? Oh, yes. Oh. So I have 7 raised beds in my backyard. This first bed is full of strawberries. I keep this net over the strawberries to keep birds from eating them all. But you can see they're starting to ripen up. Really good. Nice and juicy. And so this is another bed. Strawberries. The purple flowers are actually clover, which is technically a weed, but it also attracts a lot of bumblebees that like to also pollinate my flowers and give me more strawberries. This is a nice little grapevine that I'm training to go up and over this arch. So in a few years, all these arches will be covered in grapevines. This here is a rhubarb plant. You can see the leaves get huge on this. But what we eat are these bright red stems. And you can make them into a pie. You can eat them raw. I like to break them off. I'll rinse all this dirt off, of course. And then I just dip them in a little bit of salt. Through here, it's a little weedy, but I've got peas, and this is a baby cucumber plant. In a couple weeks, that thing is gonna be going crazy and climbing all over this trellis that I have set up for it. But I've got peas set up all along here. You can see here, it's kind of like a snow pea before they're ripe. And then this one is a little more mature, and you can see it's starting to fatten up a little bit, get all those peas in. This one seems to be my tallest pea, and you can see it's also going through the trellis to support itself as it grows taller. All along the back here, I also have fruit trees. So this is an apple tree, and I have bent the branches to sort of flatten it out and make it take up less space. So I have 3 apple trees, and then 3 pear trees in the further beds. I also have these pots here, and these are where I'm growing my squash. So this is a pumpkin vine, actually. But over here I have a squash, like a zucchini. This bed is home to all of my tomatoes and eggplant and pepper plants. So I've got some hot peppers, I've got some big tomatoes, some little tomatoes. These are onions. They're not quite far enough along that you can see the onion forming, the bulb that we eat, but these are the leaves of the onion. Got some kale. Here's the start of a zucchini. And then back here is garlic. And now this garlic isn't really, it doesn't have the bulbs that we associate with garlic yet, but you can actually eat these leaves. You can cut them off right here and just chop that up. And I actually did that the other night with some lamb. In this garden bed, we have some seedlings just starting. These ones here. So they're all throughout the bed. And those are okra, which I'm selling to a local seafood restaurant for their gumbo. This last bed that I have back here is asparagus. So this is what an asparagus looks like if you don't harvest it. You let the leaf unfurl, and then let me see if I can find real quick an example of the part we would eat. Oh, yeah, here we go. So see, this is part that we eat, the asparagus, and then this part opens up as it gets bigger and lets out all these pretty, like almost fern-like fronds. On the opposite side of my garden, I have 3 peach trees. And you can actually, if you look inside the peach trees, see some little baby peaches. You can see they're already fuzzy. And that's it for today. Isn't that right, Freya? Oh, it's getting too dark out here to film anymore.